So the day has come for me to reveal to you what we're gonna do. Are we staying in Da Nang, Vietnam, or are we leaving? Alright, so a quick recap. What happened is, so we've been living here in Da Nang, Vietnam for 2 years now, and we love it. But a month or so ago, they started cracking down on some fake visas. I've done 2 videos about it, so you can check that out. Basically, they started cracking down on people who were getting some fake, you know, not real visas done, some business visas that were not legit. And so, but the whole process started with that, and then eventually, so I thought we were good as we were on a tourist visa, but eventually we found out that tourists also were getting their visas denied. I'm gonna try to keep this quick. You can check out the other videos if you want to know more about the situation, but at the end of the day, just know that thousands of foreigners now are basically forced to leave Vietnam. So a lot of people are freaking out. You know, today the weather is actually very gloomy, which explains the mood here in Vietnam in general. At the end of the day, a lot of people are actually having to leave Da Nang right now. Hello. So when we found out that it's not only business visas that were getting affected, tourists started to have to leave too. So I started asking a lot of questions and thinking, okay, so if I have 1 month left, started doing some research on what the options would be for me and Christina. So we found out there are a couple of things we could do. We could start a business, get a business visa or a legit business visa, or do a tourist. As you can see, the beach is pretty nice here. I'm near Mikey Beach right now. Or we could get an investor's visa, or we could actually start working for a company and get a work permit, or we would have to leave Vietnam in general. So after some research, we found out, okay, so the investor's visa, you would need to basically invest over $130,000 for it to even be considered, and so that's not something we're gonna do. The business visa is a possibility, but I've been hearing so many stories, even people with businesses that got 3 months instead of, you know, the 2 years that we would expect for investing that much money here. I mean, I don't know the full story behind everybody's cases, but I got a lot of mixed answers when I was doing some research on who has a business visa and that is actually in good standings here. There was more doubt than I wanted for me to consider that option, which leaves me with 2 options. Start working for a company here in Da Nang and get a work permit, or leave. So now I have 2 options. Me and Christina, so as I'm saying all this, me and Christina have discussed all this together, so we're on the same page. Up to this point, we thought we had, you know, 2 options basically. Get the work permit or leave, because the business, we were not too comfortable with it. And also they were saying that, you know, if you, some people were saying that if you got the process started on the business visa, that you could actually, even if they tell you that you can't stay anymore, if you had started the process, you could be able to stay anyways. And then, yeah, we're under lockdown, by the way, so you can see that the beach is closed, so maybe some people are out here walking inside, so that's probably what's happening. But anyways, so we went to pick up our passports from our agent Lynn, all right? And when we picked up the passport and we looked at the visa, because she did tell us that this was likely the last one that we were gonna get. So we just thought, okay, the government has made changes and it doesn't seem like they're renewing passports or visas anymore. So we're ready, okay, we're probably gonna have to leave. But when we picked it up from her, we saw that there was the XC sign on the visa. And what the XC stands for is, that means exit visa. So they're basically telling you that this is your visa, but this is the last one before you have to go. So technically now at this point they've told us that we have to leave. So the business is really not an option anymore, I don't think, because now we've already got the warning that we have to go. So I think it might be too late for that anyways. But anyways, if you haven't figured it out already, guys, we have decided, looking at everything, the best option for us is to leave Vietnam, unfortunately, which breaks our heart because we've been here for 2 years and we love it here so much. But I guess it's time for a new adventure. I hope to be back here soon. But let me tell you the rest of the story. During the process of getting our visa from our agent, we also found something that we didn't know. Our visa usually expired on the 25th of every month, around the 25th or the 24th of every month. But this time when we picked it up, we looked at the visa, and guess what? We saw 21. So I don't know what happened, but somewhere along the last few months of renewal, the date kind of shrunk. The date kind of shrunk on us. So where we thought we were gonna have until the 25th, we actually have until the 21st of June to really leave, because we have the exit visa already. So we actually have to leave the country within the next 2.5 weeks. So where will we go? Where are we gonna go? The options were between Thailand, Bali, even Mexico, but we don't really want to go in the West right now. We would love to stay out here in Asia. So there is somewhere that we've always wanted to visit anyways. We did decide to make Vietnam home base, and we would travel elsewhere from here. But now I guess we're forced to make a decision. We've decided we're gonna go to Bali. Alright, and we have always wanted to visit Bali. We never did it. We've been to Thailand a few times when we had to do visa runs, but we've never been to Bali. So this is the opportunity to actually go somewhere that we always wanted to go to. But it's not without its challenges. So to get to Bali, we have to first apply for the visa. Like I said, we have about 2.5 weeks before we have to go. So we actually just 2 days ago applied for our Balinese, or not Balinese, Indonesian visa. So we still have to wait to find out if we will get accepted and if we can go there. But that is the first step. So we applied for the visa. Problem number 2 is Saigon right now is having an outbreak. So actually they're under lockdown as we speak. So a lot of people, I even have friends in Saigon who can't even come to Da Nang because they would have to quarantine for 21 days if they come here, because Saigon is actually like a hot spot right now. So going to Saigon, I still don't know if there's gonna be an issue with getting to Saigon and having to quarantine, because we were in Saigon. Da Nang is fine, but Saigon is not. So I still don't know how we're gonna get through that issue. And also, once we get past Saigon, which we would have to fly to Singapore, so we can't go directly from Da Nang to Bali. The flight path is Da Nang, Saigon, Saigon, Singapore, Singapore to Jakarta, which is the capital of Indonesia, and from there you go to Bali after quarantine. So right now there is a 5-day quarantine that we have to go through in Jakarta, and then we can go to Bali. So it's not gonna be, you know, as easy as just getting a flight and booking a flight and getting to Bali. If you guys are interested in seeing the whole journey from Da Nang to Bali, make sure you subscribe, whether you live here in Vietnam or not. I'm gonna be giving a lot of details and on the whole process, how much it costs for everything, showing you the whole journey. Alright, so I'm gonna try to put a bit more videos out for you guys, even if they're short videos. Let me know if you guys like that idea, or if you... I've always had that question, so let me ask you now. Do you prefer that I put out, you know, let's say one higher quality video a week, or would you rather maybe 2 videos that are more like just record quickly and put it out for you guys? More content or better quality? You guys let me know in the comments below. But like I said, subscribe. I will be documenting the whole process, the whole move, and if you are planning to move there yourself, you will learn something. So hit the subscribe button. I would like to take a minute to thank a lot of people. You guys have been so helpful in the comments. I have learned so much by you guys commenting in the description, giving me, you know, countries, ideas to where I could go, giving me details on each country and, you know, if they're open and what the process would be like. So I want to thank you guys, all the viewers, you know, of my previous videos. Thank you so much for your help. I do notice them, and I've tried to reply to quite a bit of you guys. And I want to thank one special subscriber, Mark Shaw, because he has been here from day one. He's commented on every single video of mine. So I want to thank you, Mark Shaw. I know you've been here, and I think about you when I'm shooting those videos. It makes me feel good to know that some of you subscribers, you know, always watch my videos and feel like you're part of the journey with me. So thank you very much. He's been very helpful, sent me, you know, links and stuff through Instagram. And also I want to thank Marvin from the Marvin Chronicles on Instagram, because he actually is a photographer, but he actually was the one who really inspired me to choose Bali. And also I want to thank one more person, Vanessa. So Vanessa, thank you very much, because she is going through the process as we speak. I have been asking her questions about the quarantine, what to expect. So she has been a good source of information for me also. It's not gonna be an easy journey. There are quite a few things that we have to go through in order to actually get to our final destination, Bali. A lot of questions that we don't have answers to, like what happens after we get our visa and we're accepted and we stay there after 6 months. What would we have to do if we want to stay there longer? So all those questions that I don't yet know, you can figure them out with me. Like I said, just subscribe and we will go through the whole thing. I will show you how I got my visa, etc. if it works out, but we must stay positive. Well, I mean, during the pandemic, I'm not sure it's the right phrase to use, but anyways, stay positive. It's time for the next adventure. It was exciting being here in Vietnam, but it's time to move on to the next chapter. And so I hope you guys will be there with me along the way. Until next time, see you guys in the next video, and remember, create a life worth living.